I'm going to do one I wrote, I think, if that's okay with y'all. This one's called This Ain't the End, and I guess this is probably the most honest song I've ever wrote. Every word's true. Sort of semi-autobiographical, I guess. Kind of like a timeline of my life, I guess. Fell in love quick, we both tried to fight it, but it just felt so right. A few years in, we were still young, and all we seemed to do was fight. It all came to head at that football game. I'll never forget that day. We both knew how it had to be, had to make our separate ways. I looked at her one more time before she was gone. Looked her in the eyes, I know it's right, but it just feels so wrong. She said, I'll drop your things off tomorrow, maybe I'll see you then. I turned away with my heart on the floor, praying this ain't the end. It was our last day in that old house. The 4-year lease had gone quick. That place was rough when we moved in, but man, we beat it to shit. Decided to make that last night count, so we got a keg of Coors. We can just burn the furniture, boys, we don't need it anymore. But we woke up on the lawn as the sun came up, and all we could do was laugh. We'd be hundreds of miles apart by tomorrow, and that's just the facts. We all shook hands once we were all packed, and promised that we'd stay friends. As we drove away, we told ourselves that this ain't the end. It was the 4th of July when I got that call. I could hear his pain through the phone. He said, Mommy's sick, it doesn't look good, I can help if you wanna come home. Through tear-filled eyes, I booked that flight. When we landed, he was there in the car. I was trying to hold it together, but when I saw her, I fell apart. She said, don't you cry, son, it'll be alright, and everything will be okay. I couldn't say a word, but there was so much I wanted to say. Well, it's 3 years later, she's still here, and we're closer than we've ever been. And every day I get a little more faith in that this ain't the end. No, this ain't the end. No, this ain't the end. Thanks, y'all. Cheers.